Hey, it's Rive Breezy here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Today we are showing off some Satellarknights slash Tellarknights when you Xyz summon. This is a full Xyz deck. It's probably better if you put some Link in here, but I'm not the best with Links, so I don't choose to run them. But with the inclusion of Tellarknights into Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I thought I want to make a 40 card deck for this. So I took a idea off of the internet and then kind of made it my own, and here we have it. For the month of October, I'm trying to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Every Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. I've got some cool deck ideas I want to do, but as always, if you have any, let me know you want to see. First off, my deck breakdown is I'm running one Goblinberg, and it has every time you normal summon it, if you have another level 4 monster, you get special summon that out of your hand, and pretty much this whole deck is level 4s, as you can see. So that's a huge advantage. Actually, they all are. Perfect. I'm running two Honest, which if you don't know what Honest is, it's a hand trap. If you're getting attacked or you're attacking, you discard this guy and it basically doubles your attack. So if you send out something and they attack into you, you can just discard this and bam, their monster gets destroyed. One Kage Tokage, he doesn't really play out very well actually in this deck, but I still have him. I don't know. When you have a level 4 on the field, you're supposed to be able to special summon him, and you kind of get 2 level 4s that time. But anyway, he's okay. I couldn't get him to activate earlier for some reason when I was testing. I'm running one copy of Stellarknight Ashlam. Whenever you summon this guy out on the field, you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. And this deck kind of has a way of recurring. You can send him back to the deck, bring him back out, stuff like that. So you just keep racking up that 1,000 damage, kind of. He's not one of the main guys you want to summon to get into your Xyz monsters, though. But he does. 1,000 damage is pretty good. 3 copies of Stellarknight Altair, which is one of the better ones on this deck. Every time you summon this guy out, you get to special summon a Tellarknight out of your grave. Very good. To help get 2 out on and then Xyz. Stellarknight Deneb, I've got 3 of these. Every time you summon him out, you add another Tellarknight from your deck to your hand. Very good. Also, mostly want him to be your second card in the combo, either being summoned out of the grave or from your hand to the deck, whatever. Just so you get an extra card in your hand for the next turn or whatever. Well, I'm running one Stellarknight Procyon. When you summon this guy out, you get to send a Tellarknight from your hand to the grave, and then you draw another card. Kind of situational if you're in trouble, I guess. But I'm only running one because he's not one of the better ones, but he's still useful. 3 Stellarknight Una Kalaya, if that's how you pronounce it. Every time you summon this guy out, he sends a Tellarknight from your deck to your graveyard. You get to pick which one though too, so it's useful. If I don't know, you can send some of your better ones out, and then maybe Altair bring them back. Vega is one of your better ones too. Whenever you summon this one out, you just special summon another one from your hand. So this one special summons from your hand, this one from the grave, and this one grabs one from your deck, which are your main 3. I'm running one Stellarknight Zephyr. I've never used this card really. I just have him because he's 1900 attack and he's level 4. He kind of goes with the. You can grab him with the other cards because he's Stellarknight and he's 1900. That's why I'm running him. I'm not running him for his pendulum effects or anything like that. I've got one Galaxy Cyclone, and as you see, I don't have that many monsters in this deck really. It's all spell traps sort of stuff. 2 Mystical Space Tycoons. Probably run Dual Tornado, which is a little better. 1 reinforcement of the army, which just lets you get a free level 4 warrior from your deck, which all the Stellar Knights are warriors. Oh, even Goblinberg is. That's pretty cool. 2 copies of Stellarknight Skybridge. When you have a Tellarknight on the field, you play this, and then it takes that Tellarknight from the field, puts it back in your deck, and then you get to pick any Tellarknight you want out of your deck, and it kind of like switches place with them. 2 copies of Stellarknight Alpha, which is an equip spell. You gain 500 attack, and then it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If it's not on a Tellarknight monster, destroy this card. Pretty basic. Just 500, you're unaffected. I like it. 1 Tellarknight Genesis. You basically destroy all spell traps on the field equal to the number of Tellarknights you control, which is situational. There's probably better spell and trap removal, but I'm just kind of running it because it's a Tellarknight deck. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. I hope you know what this one is. Anytime your opponent special summons any kind of summon with anything 1500 more attack points, flip this up, bam, it's banished. 3 Call of the Haunted, basically just to help bring back these guys, so you can exceed summon. I got 1 Fiendish Chain here, which anytime this is activated, you select a monster and all its effects are negated and it can't battle. 1 Phoenix Wind Blast. You flip this up, you discard a card, and then you pick a card on the field, and it goes to the top of your opponent's deck. So if they have, like, you can just kind of slow your opponent down if you put like a terrible card on the top of their deck or something like that. Or get the best card on the top of their deck, and they have to try and resummon it again if it's something hard to summon. 1 copy of Quaking Mirror Force, which is basically Mirror Force, but when you activate it, it puts all your opponent's monsters into face down defense position, and they cannot flip them back up. I'm running 3 Stellarknight Alphas, which is the quick place trap for Tellarknights. Basically, you get rid of one of your Tellarknight monsters on the field and you negate about anything, and then you draw a card. And then lastly, I've got 2 Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmares, which when a monster is special summoned activates its effect on the field, negate that effect and destroy that card. So as long as you're not going against like a normal monster, you're pretty much gonna negate this. And I've never ran this trap before, but I think I really like it. Going into the extra deck, I'm not familiar with most of these guys. Like, I'm not familiar with Abyss Dweller. It was recommended to put in this deck, so I'm like, yep. And I know this is a very meta card. I just don't know what it does. 2 level 4 monsters. When this card has material attached that was originally water, all water monsters you control gain 500. I don't think that's the effect I want. Once per turn, detach 1 material from your card. Your opponent cannot activate any card effects in their graveyard this turn. That's the effect. That's pretty good. But I feel like its low numbers really hamper it. I'm running 2 copies of Dark Tellarknight Baltimus for 2 level 4 Tellarknight monsters. All face-up monsters on your field become dark. You detach this guy, and then you get special summon about any Tellarknight Exceeds monster you want. He helps you get into some of the bigger one, which we'll get to. That's basically his effect. You get rid of one of your Exceeds material, and then you get to go to a rank 5 one. I'm running a Heroic Champion Excalibur, 2 level 4 warrior monsters, which all the Tellarknights are, and you detach both your Exceeds materials, and then this guy becomes 4,000 attack for 1 turn, which It can help you get over things, so you can like bust through your opponent. But once those Exceeds material are gone, you're pretty stuck. Number 101, Silent Honor Arc. You detach 2 material from this guy, and then you get to special summon one of your. You target one of your opponent's special summon monsters, and I know you take control of it. So it's decent. Either you put it as material under this card, which kind of helps, but then you need another material to deactivate it again. So I don't know. I threw in Utopia. I hope everyone knows what Utopia does. You just discard a material and it stops any attack. I threw in number 85 Crazy Box too, just because I love it. 2 level 4 monsters, and this guy can't attack, but every time you discard a Exceeds material, you roll a dice, and for each one it has different effects. Like if you roll a 1, you half your life points. If you roll a 2, you draw a card. If you roll a 3, your opponent discards a card. 4, negate all effects of 1 card on the field. 5, destroy 1 card on the field. 6, destroy this card. I don't know, he's 3,000, but so like your opponent can't attack over him really, but he's very fun to play with. He's kind of a wall that you put in attack mode. Starliege Paladamio. 2 level 4 light monsters, which all the Stellarknights are. This guy's pretty cool. Once per turn, detach both your Exceeds materials and target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change the attack to 0 and negate its effect. But if this card is destroyed, draw another card. That's even better. Holy cow, he's better than I thought. I'm running Steel Storm Roach. This one was also recommended. During either player's turn, when a level 5 or higher monster would be special summoned, detach an Exceeds material and negate the special summon. That's pretty cool. Kind of makes up for its 1900 attack. Here's the Stellarknight monsters. Stellarknight Constellar Diamond. This is the rank 5 one you get from the other guy. You take Baltimus and then you go into this guy. 3 or 5 level 5 light monsters, but you can get around that with Baltimus' ability. During your second main phase, you can also Exceeds this guy just from any other Stellarknight Exceeds monster. But if you don't want to wait, you can use Baltimus. While this card has Exceeds material, neither player can send cards from their deck to their grave, and any card that returns from the grave to the hand is banished. When your opponent's dark monster activates its effect, you can negate it by getting rid of an Exceeds material. So this deck at least this card, just tries to counter dark monsters. Stellarknight Delteros. I love this guy. 3 level 4 monsters. While this card is Exceeds material, you can't activate effects anytime. Your opponent can't activate effects anytime that you special summon or normal summon a monster. And once per turn, you can just get rid of an Exceeds material and target any card on the field, destroy it. Love this card. I'm running 2 of them, and then I have 2 Stellarknight Trivers, which also takes 3 level 4 Stellarknights. During the turn you Exceeds summon this card, you cannot special summon monsters except Stellarknights. If this card is Exceeds summoned, return all other monsters. If this card is Exceeds summoned, return all other cards on the field to the hand. Busted. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceeds material from this card. Send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the grave. If this card is sent to the grave, target 1 Stellarknight in your grave, special summon it. That's really good. Zubaba General. I added this guy because he's in Duel Links also. I love this guy. Zubaba General. 2 level 4s. Once per turn, detach an Exceeds material from this card. Equip a warrior from your hand, and it gains the attack of the card that you equipped onto it. So you can easily get this guy up pretty big numbers if you put on like this guy or one of these, get him up to 3,900, 3,800, and he can. And even in the next turn, if you attach something else to him, he's up in the 5,000s. Side deck, I just kind of threw in some extras. You can put whatever you want. I got another Ashlam. This is a Stellarknight, which is a field spell here. Each Stellarknight Xyz monster you have on the field gains 200 for each Xyz material you have on it. And when a Stellarknight is targeted from attack, send one Stellarknight card from your hand to the grave, negate the attack. That's decent. Counts on you having Stellarknights in your hand, but my third copy of Skybridge, Stellar Nova Wave. I'm not running this because I don't think it's that good. Once per turn, you get to special summon another Stellarknight each time from your hand. So you got to keep like a full hand. But I don't really do that. And then my third copy of Delteros. I guess I could side in a third copy of that. But I would put Judgment Dragon in this deck if I had it. Another card with Soul Charge I wanted to put in. Keep bringing back monsters, but it's banned in this game, so that doesn't help. And I hope you guys enjoy this deck. We're going to hop into some PvP duels right now, and I'll see you there. Here we go. We have Dova's Destiny up for ready for a duel. We'll see what she has. I don't remember that character. I want to say she's in Arc 5. Someone's sister. I'm going second. I hate going first. Yeah. Wonder what she's running. This is a terrible hand for us. What we need to draw right now is we need to draw a monster with our draw. I have a pretty defensive hand right now. It is her turn, right? Keeper of Dragon Magic. Gonna discard a card, add a fusion card to her hand. She discards. She's running Neospatians. I love them. Oh man. Okay, she has Neospace in her hand. I can negate that. I need to set one alpha. I'm gonna activate MTS. MST. Top of that, an infinite impermanence. She could have stopped me. She could have got rid of my alpha. I would have had to set my other one. I need to set this. I'm gonna fake out and set this card. And then I need to summon Vega. Which sadly her ability doesn't activate because I don't have anybody in hand. And I end my turn. I'm waiting on the Neos Fusion activation and then I'm gonna negate. If she attacks in, I'm just gonna Mirror Force. Put them face down. Now they're stuck face down. He's still not fusioning. I don't know what she's waiting on. Okay, we drew Goblinberg. If we do that, we can bring out Baltimus. I don't really want him right now. I'm gonna go to battle phase. Get rid of him. Oh, he has 1300. I thought it was lower. We gave him a free flip up there. I didn't want to get rid of this guy because it's Grand Mole, and if he gets attacked, I'm just getting my Vega back in my hand. Prisma. And now we lost our ability. We got screwed here, not drawing some Stellarknights. Honest. Oh my goodness. He's an Earth, so if I put Honest in defense mode, we're good. That's just gonna let him get a free fusion. I'm gonna give it wide open for one turn here. Fusion summon, jeez. Actually, wait. Please wait a turn. I have to be drawing into a monster, right? Exceed summon. Link summoning. That is Ferocious Flame Swordsman. All warrior monsters on the field gain 500 attack if this link summon card is destroyed by battle. Target one non-link monster in your grave, special summon it. Why would you do this? Galaxy Cycle. Gonna set that. We're gonna Goblinberg and we're gonna Xyz into something. We have to. We could Honor Arc and take away his Link monster. Get Utopia. Crazy Box. How much is Baba General would be okay. Roach would be good. Roach gets over him. I've never seen summon this guy before, but we're going for it, you know? Alright, we're gonna try and attack over this guy. Okay, that's gonna let him special summon somebody out of his grave. Pick somebody. Prisma. I want to know what he's waiting on with that Neos Fusion in hand. I do have a way to negate it now with Roach, but he could have easily done it like 3 times already. I would have been on the defensive doing nothing. I don't know what he's doing. Neo Space Connector. Gonna special summon out a Neos now, I assume, into defense position, which I can negate. I thought during either player's turn when level 5 be special summoned, dashing seized material, negate that. He chains on Prisma, sending a card from his deck, grave. I think Neo's Grand Mole, Dark Panther. You don't have a Grand Mole unless you got one in. You can do in your deck. But you could have done that either way. I don't know what you... For each Neospatian name on... How did you just flip that up? Can I negate that? Boom! back in control. Connector tributes itself, bring back Neos. Dark Panther, what? What's the point of activating Dark Panther? He's link summoning. Try to plant Verte Anaconda. Pay 2,000, add a fusion card to your hand. Which you should already have. I don't understand. Can I negate this? No. Super Poly. Oh, it sends it and activates. Starving Venom Fusion. Oh, is it Dark Monster? Didn't even notice. I assumed he was an Earth for some reason. What do we got here? Absolutely nothing in the background. Hey, we got one turn left. Let's see what we can pull out. Neb. What's this guy's ability? This card is fusion summon, target one. Once per turn, target one level high. He doesn't want that ability. I have to Deneb. Just cuz. Which lets me. No, I don't want to chain. Altair. By Alpha. Gets me up to 2,000. That does nothing. End phase. I need you to destroy Deneb. Come on. Don't summon another monster. And just attack in. Thank you. Perfect. End turn. I'm surviving way better than I'm hoping. Okay, we gotta go Altair. Activate this. We're gonna bring back Deneb. Deneb's gonna activate, which lets us grab another card. And grab another Altair. No, we don't want to activate anything. We have to seize into Dark Teller Baltimus. No, why would I want to activate my MEST on my own cards? Activate Baltimus's effect. Send Deneb to the grave. Gonna discard Alpha. That's gonna let us grab Stellarknight Constellation something. Stellarknight Constellar Diamond. Alright, now we counter every dark monster on the field. We're gonna flip up our Stellarknight Alpha to give ourselves a 500 attack point boost. And we're gonna take him out. Time for a comeback. Get negated! End turn. I don't want to get rid of my monster on the field. Dark Panther, Glow Moss. Where did those come from? And or Grave. Where did Glow Moss come? Okay, we got Prisma here. Yo, does Prisma work where if he decided to send a Neos to his grave with Prisma's effect? Why would you want my ability? You don't have any Xyz material. How did that get negated? Most card has Xyz material. Neither player can send cards from the deck to the grave. You can't activate Prisma's ability. Okay, we're going to summon Altair. Altair is going to activate. Why would I want this guy back? Can I bring this guy back? I want Deneb. I'm gonna search for a Vega. Surprised we haven't drawn into one of our sky bridges. That would help. I'm just gonna go into battle phase. I want these Stellarknights on the field so that I can actually alpha. Take out Prisma. And then we're gonna end our turn. We have a massive advantage and we are about to do a comeback here, I feel like. On turn 1, he searched out a Neos Fusion, right? Thank you. I've been waiting on that the whole time! Miracle Contact. Dang it. We did draw into bottomless now. That helps. Next turn. If we survive this turn, I like our chances. Depending on what he's fusioning here. He could go back into the Grand Mole fusion. I hope it's a dark monster, or we could just negate it. Neos plus Brave Neo. Okay, that might have enough attack points to get over us. Only has 2,800. Haha. Oh, thank God. 400 left. That's gonna activate, which gives him another Neos Fusion in his hand. I assume he's gonna search for that. But we can get around Neo Space. He's gonna activate that in main phase 2. Yep. 33. I can mystical space that out. Attack over. Fiendish Chain. I love to see it. Mystical Space Typhoon. We're emptying our hand. Vega, which is going to special summon Deneb out of our hand. And Deneb is going to search for... What do we want? could go Altair. Not Altair. We do have another Altair. Take that. Okay, is there any reason for me? I could do this. Just so I can get around that glow moss on the But 2,000 attack points puts me at a major disadvantage. But General doesn't help. Utopia is nice. That wouldn't. Silent Honor Arc wouldn't work. I'm gonna go Utopia. We're gonna have to roll the dice on Lomos when we get there. Utopia is nice because if he summons out a bigger monster, I can just negate the attack coming in on me. What? If you control a face-up monster that is not a Stellarknight, I thought it could only be equipped to Stellarknight. Well, that screwed us. I should have attacked into Glowmaw. It didn't give him another card. So anyway, I'm going to Fiendish Chain his monster now. Are you gonna attack into me with Glowmoss? No. Activate Fiendish Chain. A risky move would be to Fiendish Chain this guy. How did that get negated? How did that get negated? Is he a dark monster? No. How did that get negated? Next! He cursed himself with his own trap card. Next negates his abilities. Oh man, he just attacked in and cost him the game. That was a really good game there. We made a comeback. But I'm gonna. No, I want a timer. Hate getting stalled out. I'll see you guys in our next duel. That one was a good one. Big old comeback. I'll see you guys when we find an opponent. Well guys, it's been like 15 minutes and I haven't found an opponent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you thought about our Stellarknight's deck. And next week we'll be featuring a Ubel deck with a Nethys twist and Fire King action in there. So be looking forward to that. If you want to see different decks, let me know, as I'll try and learn them and get them out to you quickly as possible. Yeah.